Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing y'all how to escape chases with jukes. This is going to be a competitive juke guide that works. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. When you're on high ping, your collision hitbox moves faster than your survivor speed every time you juke, making you speed up in others' point of view for a second as shown in this clip. Notice how the collision hitbox moves faster to catch up to the survivor's current position every time the survivor changes direction while sprinting. This automatically makes your jukes hard to track just because of how fast your movement becomes when you juke. Compared to high ping jukes, low ping jukes are much easier to track simply because they are not as fast since the hitboxes are being updated almost instantly, and so the game does not need to correct your position as much, which means your jukes won't get much speed on this ping. Low ping jukes still work, but they're nowhere near as effective as high ping jukes, especially against good killers. You can still make them work though, just need to be really unpredictable with it. Now, let's see how jukes can help you in game. There are two ways to get value out of your jukes. First one is to make the killer sprint while you walk during jukes. Here's an example. In this clip, you can see how the survivor gains stam advantage with a simple feint. Basically, you fake committing to a direction and then walk while the killer tries to track your juke. This is much better than if you were to simply tank a hit. Cause notice how survivor gained about 10 stam all while killer was still sprinting trying to track the juke. And now the survivor is way up stam, so they can just sprint away with the speed boost on hit. Second way to get value out of your jukes is to simply create distance by dodging the slash whenever the killer is up close. Here's an example. In this clip, you can see how the survivor keeps creating more distance whenever killer gets close enough to slash. You can do simple double backs or fakes around walls to make tracking harder for the killer, which will help you gain distance around. Then you either walk or sprint away depending on if you're up stam or not and escape with the speed boost on hit. Let's go over how to actually perform these jukes in real matches and when. In this clip, the survivor is at a massive stamina disadvantage and would usually die if they just try to loop. This is exactly the kind of situation where you want to juke. The survivor tanks a hit here to create some distance. Now the survivor barely has any distance and they're still down stamina so much that they are guaranteed to take to more hits. But with a single good juke, the survivor can be up stamina and actually manage to live. Here's how to do this juke in practice. You wait for the killer to get in slash range and pretend to go in a random direction, then you just commit to one direction when killer reacts to your fake. Notice how the survivor created so much distance without taking a hit here. After you successfully juke the killer, you walk and tank a hit to escape the chase with the speed boost on hit. Now the survivor is up stamina, but also one shot, so they just have to juke the last ahead to live until another raging pace. Let's see another clip. In this clip, the killer and the survivor have equal stamina, and the survivor has no distance. You want to try to burn killer's stamina by making them miss their slashes in these situations. You could do quick feints like this, just time it when the killer is least expecting it. Also mix your jukes up with simple left or right jukes just to stay unpredictable like this. Once you have successfully juked enough, tank a hit while regaining stamina and escape the chase like this. As for low ping jukes, they work only if the killer is not good at tracking, and that's most killers in Forsaken, so you will still be fine with low ping. Let's see my killer gameplay against low ping jukes. It's really easy to track if you're fast enough. High ping is much better for jukes than low ping against good killers. Let's talk about common mistakes to avoid when juking. Over-juking. Over-juking is when players juke too much to avoid damage completely and end up burning all their stamina instead of timing their jukes for stamina advantage and hit tanking to escape chases. You don't need to juke anymore once you have the stamina advantage. You can escape the chase by tanking a hit for speed boost instead. Also, don't repeat the same kind of jukes or you will be easy to predict. Some killers may even try to predict your jukes and walk. Always sprint away in that situation and make distance instead of juking around the killer while they walk. Last thing, jukes alone won't save you if your pathing and stamina management aren't good. Go check out my last video if you are trying to learn stamina management. That's it for today's video. Like and subscribe if it helped. Thanks for watching.